Hi there. Today I want to show you this piece, which is my Imperial Navigator. And what exactly is a navigator? Well, I could tell you, but I'm not that much of a 40k background buff. So I'll just refer to a video that Luton made, and you can watch. He has all the background and the details. He featured this piece actually when I just built it. But I wanted to share it with you as well, just to tell you a little bit about the background. So the navigator, what I was thinking about with navigator is if you've seen the movie June, there's also navigators in that movie. But those navigators are like these huge kind of whale-like animals, evolved humans. They're floating around in a tank of spice, and my idea was to combine that into the 40k universe. So the idea of some creature floating around in liquid that was a bit orange tinted, and yeah, basically living there. So I came up with this, and the story is that there was a navigator that suffered some huge trauma and was not able to survive out of a support tank anymore. And that's exactly what I built. So this is the servo hauler kit together with so this is like the claw of the servo hauler, and this is the crane. These are the tracks, and the base is really custom built. So most of this is plastic art, except for this is a common piece, and these are some chaos pieces, I think, and some bits. And the top is also just various bits that I found. I think this is from a Star Wars vehicle, not sure actually. And then some meltas as exhausts, and loads of skulls, of course, because we're in the 41st millennium, right? You need skulls, and some candles from night haunts. And well, the main piece, of course, is the tank. And this was really the first time I worked with resin. So this miniature is cast in resin, so it's completely filled. It's very heavy. It's it's an enormously heavy piece, and I'm so happy with how it came out. It's a bit hard to see, I guess. I hope I can make it visible. But there's all kinds of air bubbles trapped in there. And usually when you're pouring resin, you're trying to prevent any air bubbles. But these air bubbles really make it come alive to me. It's really as if that thing in there is breathing air, and there's some bubbles escaping. I messed around with the resin as well, so I poured it in two parts. First I poured the bottom layer, just to have to test the material, because this dome is actually glass. I thought it was plastic when I started working with it, but while I was working with it I figured out it was glass. That was a lucky coincidence, because I think if I would have used a plastic dome, it's like a Christmas ornament. If I turn it upside down, this is the Christmas ornament as you get it from the shop. I turned it into a little bit weirder something. Normally these domes are plastic, but this one turned out to be glass. I don't know if a plastic dome would have survived the curing of resin, because it heats up, might have melted or broken, I don't know. But it survived, so that was cool. And for the bottom part, I also, while it was hardening, I poked some holes in it and put some color in there. I don't know actually what I did. I think it was some washes, some Citadel washes. I have a video actually on how I did that. You can I'll link to that. And then the second layer, I made that with the miniature inside. So I first built the miniature, of course, then painted it, completely finished it, to all the washes and whatever, because as soon as it's in there, there's nothing you can do anymore about it. So yeah, that's it. And then I mixed the resin and I poured it all over the miniature, and then I yeah, encased it in there. And the resin hards in 24 hours. So those were some 24 very tense hours, just to hope that everything would survive. But yeah, I think it's a gorgeous piece. I've been pouring some more resin lately, and I'm having so much fun. Every time I do it, it's exciting to see what comes up and how it turns out. But it's one of the best ways of making things in tanks. Normally, if you make something in a tank, but you just keep the tank empty, you will really see that there's nothing in the tank, because there's no light distortion that you have with a liquid. And the resin really captures that quite nicely. And I also like that it's super heavy right now. That's cool. Yeah, what else? I don't know, this is the first time I tried some lighting effects as well. Not perfect, but I liked how they came out. And lots of weathering on the base. That was cool to do. And this is really when I started having fun weathering everything with the tracks as well. And varnishing was a bit of a challenge, because the glass was already there, and if you spray varnish it, then you'll fog up the glass. I think you can still scratch it off afterwards, but I just didn't do it. So what I did is I took varnish, just liquid varnish, and painted it on, and only on the places where you will touch it. And what I do now with the newer pieces is I coat the glass with liquid mask from Vallejo. Do I have it over here? No, I don't think so. So that's like latex that you paint on, and it dries and becomes a latex layer. And if you then paint it with a spray paint or a varnish, afterwards you can just scrape it off, and you're back to the empty glass, or the clear glass. Also, something that I tried here for the first time is the checkerboards, which were much tinier than I thought before I started it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and then the final thing, I made these weird drips, and I colored the resin. So the resin above is a bit orange tinted, like the June spice colored tank, which was what I intended to go for. And then there was one more thing which I couldn't resist doing, which was this. Turn off my light, and then do this. Because of course it's lit up. When I bought the Christmas ornament, it came with lights inside. So there was a really small Christmas tree in there, and that Christmas tree was lit up. So what I did is I actually used that ornament lighting, and I ran it through. Actually, it comes up. Where does it come up? Can I find it? Yeah, I don't know. It comes up, I think, somewhere behind one of the wheels, and then it runs under the chassis, and then it goes through here and up there. So it's inside the thing here, and it lights up the whole scene, which really adds something to it. And so this is my night light. I put this beside my bed every night. No, I don't. No, that would give me nightmares. So that's it. This is my Imperial Navigator. If you want to know more about what the Navigator is or what he does, check the video I will link to. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
I know I'm valuable here. The people need what I have to give them.